Raise your hand if you've got your Patty certification. Well, come on in. Let's watch some fights here at the Atlantis. Alongside me, former world champion. So here is Saul Canelo. And this one has all of those big fight. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. And that jab just missed with the left hand. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. And misses with that jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Catch and shoot. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Here we go for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Oh, that punch. How about that time counter shot? Swing and a miss with the jab. Counter punch. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Done with that counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go to the fourth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
We have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. He missed with the jab. And he scores with the counter. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Even I've got to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Here we go. It's round 7. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Beautiful counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that jab. And you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Caught him. The straight right just misses. This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance with...
There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamourweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Nice punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there. But you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.